Good morning from Munich and welcome to a new video. Today I am flying to Madrid with the Spanish carrier Iberia. Actually I didn't have to, but I took a PCR test before entering the terminal. You can take a free PCR test at Munich airport and you get your result within 6 to 12 hours. I took this flight in January of this year. Usually Iberia uses the Terminal 1 here at Munich airport, which is a bit older. During the winter season, Terminal 1 was closed and all flights went from Terminal 2. And so here we are at the Iberia check-in. The queue was enormous. Thanks to my One World Sapphire status, I was allowed to use the business class check-in. I got my boarding pass for my flight to Madrid and for my connecting flight, and now I still have some time to kill at the terminal. During these times there were heavy snowstorms in Madrid and many flights were delayed or even cancelled. My flight was delayed by about an hour. I was a bit worried about this because I only had 1 hour of connection time in Madrid later. But in the end everything was okay. I made my connection, only my bag didn't make it. So I just had a seat at the terminal and waited for my flight. With a delay of 60 minutes, the aircraft finally arrived at Munich. It's a 17-year-old Airbus A319. Iberia has 16 A319s in their fleet and they're equipped with 141 seats. Actually, I was already sitting in this exact aircraft. I was on this aircraft when I flew from Frankfurt to Madrid in 2018. So the bags are loaded and then we are ready to board the aircraft. I did not have a carry-on, so I just tried to board as late as possible. Welcome on board this Iberia A319. Here's the business class cabin, which looks exactly like the economy class cabin. My seat is a few rows more behind, I'll be sitting in 6F. On every seat there's a coat hook, and here's the tray table. When we boarded, the crew also handed out disinfection wipes. So we are ready to leave Munich. The estimated flight time for today is about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Let's have a closer look at the seat now. In this pocket in front there's the safety information and an air sickness bag. In the front rows the legroom is a bit better. It's about 35 centimeters. I'd really recommend a seat in the front rows if you want to fly with Iberia. Also to mention, I was quite lucky on this flight. I had a whole row for myself. By the way, in September and October I'm going to be able to post weekly videos. You can expect videos about Aer Lingus, Brussels Airlines, Eurowings Discover, Singapore Airlines, EC-JAZ and more. So please hit the subscribe button and you will be notified about new videos. Thanks for the support. I really don't want to complain, but I don't understand why Iberia doesn't install any nets here. Because now, if you want to store smaller things like a phone or your passport, you have to store them inside this storage compartment here, which actually doesn't even deserve the name storage compartment. So I just stored all my things in my backpack. I spent the rest of the flight doing some readings for the university, but I had to stop soon because we are already close to Madrid. This area is actually never covered in snow. This winter was the strongest one in 50 years in Madrid. So this flight is already coming to an end. It was not really eventful, but that's actually what I expected. So please enjoy the landing at snowy Madrid Barajas. Welcome to Madrid Barajas. Have a closer look to the left now. There are some stored British Airways A380s. I've been on many flights, but I've never been on an A380 flight. I hope I can do that soon. Have you ever been on the A380 or maybe even the British Airways A380? How was the experience? Let me know in the comments. So now I was a bit in a rush to catch my connection flight. Thank you for watching the video until the end and see you in September for weekly videos. Thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a thumb up and maybe a comment as well.